Alright, it's time for a Sejuani game. This will be a low elo game. I'm gonna show you how you can carry with tanks. Like, it's, yeah, the lower elo you go, the more difficult it becomes to actually carry with the tank. Because your teammates are going to do very inconsistent things. Okay, it's very spicy invades. I'm just gonna take my death. Alright, yeah, fair enough. They send the invade. I got my ward off, it's okay. Fair enough, that's a good start. Are they gonna start on my red buff as well? I guess we'll see. They shouldn't be able to. Like, with the ward I placed there, I don't think they realistically can. So they might go for it, but that'd be okay. I am not getting a leash for my Yorick either, which is unfortunate. I'm not gonna try to contest that, because, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty, like, stupid move, honestly, from the enemy team. Because there's just clearly vision. They're clearly getting poked down. It's not very very smart to go for, but if they want to do it, they can go ahead. Starting out on blue here then, in this case. I was planning on starting blue anyway, because, I mean, I wasn't really planning on ganking top as much, honestly. Just go, like, bot side. Usually, just clearing towards bot is going to be very, very effective for when it comes to ganks and stuff. So just, like, getting that consistently in there is quite nice. Take my W second. They did take my red buff. Don't stress too much about, like, losing your red or thinking you're gonna have to, like, invade fast or anything of that nature, because the thing is, you can lose your red buff and it doesn't really matter, because if you get the respawn times from your own jungle camps, like, very properly done, and the enemy takes your red like that or steals your red in any other type of capacity, then your respawns of your tier 2 camps are gonna be up faster than theirs, and you're eventually just actually gonna be ahead anyway. Because they spend in the time, or took the time, to do your red buff, go out of their way to not get their own camps to respawn at a good pace. And you're kind of fine. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm not going to go for the invade here. The reason I'm not going for the topside invade while I could is obviously that camp respawn thing, but also on top of that I have literally no priority whatsoever, so it's not going to even be effective like at all either. I should have smited something. I was too busy explaining things. That's my bad. As long as I smite just this camp really quickly, it's fine. The timer was not up yet. It's okay. You need to just smite anything. If you get the 600 value, it's fine. And we just clear. Obviously, now we're level 3. We're not level 4 because we didn't get our own red buff. But again, my camps will be respawning at a nice pace, and I can just go for the bot lane gank here straight away, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. Just get a nice hit in. What I do here is actually very important. I'm holding my Q until this guy flashes. Okay, this reaction from my team is very, very slow, so I'm actually forced to back off. My Jinx took way too long there. I might be able to still go for this. Just CC the Caitlyn. One hit, E. I'm expecting to get a heal for my ADC if necessary. That may have been risky. But that's good. I'm holding Q there until they flash. I was gonna go Q after the Galio flashed and just go on Caitlyn and stuff, but I got a little bit worried about the fact that my my ADC refused to walk forward, which might be a bit sketch, but then again, low elo, and those are the types of problems you run into as a tank. Because I don't have that much damage by myself, right? So if my ADC in that position, like, yeah, normally, like, you would expect someone to rotate for the gank and actually do some hits. But my Jinx did not want to do that, so that was a little bit scary there for a moment. And now what you want to note here is my Gromp is already respawning, so we're just going to simply go for the next rotation. You might think I have to go react to the Yorick. He was already dead. I would never make it. I just want you to be very consistent with this and realize that now all your camps are respawning, so the second cycle of your camps is going to come in very, very quickly now. And you will be able to get a nice tempo lead on the enemy jungler by just catching the camps themselves. Whatever Poppy got, not that big of a deal. She did get a kill somewhere, probably... Oh, that was just a kill on top, and the assist earlier was me, obviously. I thought it was me on the first kill, but it wasn't. Let's get this out of the way. Poppy is going bot scuttle here as well. These scuttles are worth a lot less than the tier 2 camps. So, as you can see, Poppy level 4 going like bot scuttle in this area. It doesn't really mean a whole lot when I actually am on pace with her own experience right now, due to just getting my tier 2 camps, and they are worth more. And this just gives me that advantage, you know. Or advantage, it just like initially fixes it, but then because of the respawn tempo, it's gonna give me the advantage eventually. Whereas Poppy probably thinks, okay, I'm going to have the advantage because I took at least one of Sejuani's camps, but she delayed her own camps and is going for both scuttles, which is losing her out on tempo instead. So, yeah. We're just going to hit this, and then we go bot here, because we can just return gank as they have no summoners now, making return ganking very nice and easy. Just walk it in, try to Q as late as possible. Okay, this looks pretty doable. We're just going to go into that and just hit the Caitlyn, flash ahead, hit the Caitlyn again. Finish the Caitlyn off, perfect. The reason I flash ahead in that situation is because the taunt was about to like reach me and I need to actually get the flash off before that happens. So this is good. Very good. Jinx got another kill. I'm not looking to really get any of the kills I'm getting as a tank. I'm not doing that. The reason I'm not looking for that is because as a tank, like, I don't need the kills that badly. Like, kills are not necessarily bad initially. If you can get like early kills, those are nice to be able to buy your heartsteel faster. But they're not as necessary as a tank because, you know, you want your damage dealers ideally to be doing some damage. So if they have more kills, that generally is better. Now in low elo, is that really better? You know, maybe a little bit debatable. Because the more tanky you can get, the better survivability you will have. And maybe that's just going to end up being better. I'm not 100% sure on that, like, on that situation. They go do Dragon. I'm simply just going to go do Void Grubs here straight away. It's not really a problem. Just proc your passive from your E as much as you can. As you can see here, I'm just like getting the damage from those in there. Does a lot of damage. They get Dragon, not a problem at all. I want you to note something here as well that you should know right now is the Poppy is not going to be have cleared her topside camps. And they are actually tier 2 camp respawns, or they should be, at least, because she was bot side, so they should be here. Yep, there he is. So, while I don't think this Poppy is going to invade me, I can actually just yoink a couple camps real quick and move on from there, essentially. Red should be up. No, it's not. Okay, interesting. Okay, that makes sense, actually. She was obviously delayed. Yeah, no, I should have thought about that. No problem. This is going to be here. Just took the Raptors, scouted the red buff. I'm not going to go for the Krugs, really, because, I mean, Poppy could be there based off of a recall, and then my lane priority there wouldn't be favorable because my Yorick also has no mana. So right here, we're just looking to full clear our camps once again and get that nice in there. Because everything is now up. Try to take some of Poppy's topside camps, transitioning this into this, so we can have like a bit of a camp like trade-off, I guess. That Raptor camp there is already worth more than the red she took from me. So there is that. Alright. Gonna finish this one off as well. I don't really want to smite this one because the next, after this, killing this camp, my next smite value is going to go up by 300. So that is directly more clear speed. So I'm just going to smite the wolves instead, probably. Or maybe not even this at all. I could just keep it for like bot side. Poppy's red is respawning now. I'm assuming Poppy is going to be around her red buff based on that. No, she is bot lane. Okay, fine. I'm not going to go for this red buff now because I have 3 camps to take here. And this is only realistically going to be a red buff and at most a Krug camp. But my bot side camps are worth more than her Krugs, so that's not really worth going for. Like, by far more than her Krugs, right? It's really all about, like, the total value of it. Oh. No Jenna? Okay. That is a pool. Yeah, I mean, as soon as he's that low HP, I know he doesn't have flash, so the pool is used, I just ult him and he dies. We're gonna leave the rest of this. These are extra ranged minions, so the wave should be shoving towards my Aurelion Soul, which should be favorable for him. My top laner just got a nice solo kill, not too bad. Got 5 out of 6 kill participation. Obviously the solo kill from top lane I didn't do anything about, but this is fine. Gonna clear the rest of these bot side camps, and then we will look for a bot play. Max your Q second. Gonna smite that for clear speed. We see some aggression on bot, so we want to go there relatively fast here. Getting a bit minion blocked. Can my pet actually do some consistency things, please? Thank you. Now let's rotate over this way. Caitlyn flashed forward. Galio ulted. This should be pretty free. Jinx gets it. Perfect. I was about to last hit that with E, but I didn't have to because Jinx was just going to be able to ult it, and I will happily give the ADC my kill. Or the kill in general. Not a problem. 6 out of 7 kill participation, and now what we're going to do is just going to reset quickly again, because we basically just want to go for the next rotation of our camps once again, right? Should take the movement speed first. 5% movement speed is OP. So right here, I want to play for these Void Grubs again, because I do want to get the 6 Void Grubs ideally. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just being extremely consistent here, right? Because the next camp that's going to respawn for me is going to be my Gromp, and Top Scuttle might be up, but I think Poppy is probably doing that one. But we'll see. Yeah, you see this is respawning. Everything is now respawning. I'm actually gonna just go fight this Yasuo, because he is just shoving, so there's no reason not to fight the Yasuo right now. Just hit him, auto attack him, and there he goes. Perfect. Melee range auto attacks from your teammates, so if they're melee champions, which is only Yorick in this game, do give you an extra hit on your permafrost stacks. How healthy is this Vladimir? Pretty healthy. That's not good. I'd hope he listens, but I don't know if he will. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm just going to smite it because I'm going to get the proc here. I'm just going to pray that my Yorick does anything at all. Whether he will is a different question. It doesn't look like he will, which sucks for me. Going to go on this. It should be fine. I'm very, very tanky here. Wait for that to disappear. And then finish off the Poppy. And then we start hitting this guy. I don't think he has pool available to him. Alright, IoT if we want them. Pretty easy. The Yorick completely griefed me, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen, I guess. The Heartsteel is very, very nice. Like, the damage from it is nice. It's just a very solid item. But that's it. That grief from Yorick is quite insane. That's low elo for you. That's why I hate playing tanks in low elo for the most part. Or just kind of tanks in general, to be honest. But, you know, got the 6 Void Grubs. All of my camps are respawning again, so we can just have a nice other sequence going here. I have 9 out of 11 kill participation. And I'm just really trying to focus on getting my camp sequencing as clean as I can. This way, my XP income, gold income, and everything will be good. There's the Yasuo. Don't really mind. He's not going to touch me. I'm just going to continue with my path of clearing my camps. Bot is winning. I've done a tremendous amount of ganks for bot lane, so I'd hope this would be the outcome, at least. And it is, luckily, the outcome. So that is paying off. Or that has paid off. Clear the rest of these bot side camps. Into the Krugs here as well. Okay. Alright, team is going to end up dying a lot still. Like, the Jinx is currently very fed, but I mean, I'm like 99% confident he's going to throw something, you know? It is pretty normal, I guess. Boots-wise here, they don't have... I mean, the best one, I think, is just simply Steel Caps. So we're going to go Steel Caps, and then we're going to go finish on the Warmogs here. Just get health. Warmogs will be my second item. They can have the dragon. It's okay. I wasn't going to contest the dragon there because my bot just died. It does look like Jinx just gets it with Rocket, so that's lucky. We take the luck. I'll play for top side here. The Rift Herald's going to spawn here soon, so I can play for that. Maybe top gank, but I think Yorick already has that covered. I don't have to go there. Top Scuttle spawns. My camp sequencing is still down towards bot side. Gonna do this run real quick. This should hit me level 11, I think. Which is a big upgrade, of course. It didn't. Okay, we're just gonna do Herald anyway, because we see Poppy bot. The rest of my camps are all down. So it's a pretty casual Herald. Try to hit the eye consistently here. This will take a while. Eye damage is the main damage you have. Especially since the Herald hitting you cuts your damage in half. Just proc E as much as you can and hit it in the eye as much as you can is basically what this comes down to. Yorick does get the top turrets. Okay. Smite that out. Hit level 11. Now, the way you want to use this Herald is ideally, like, selfishly for the tier 2 turrets on either top or bot lane here. Otherwise, breaking their mid turret is also pretty solid. Gonna go fight the Poppy here. Walk with the Poppy here as well. Okay, cannot do anything there. Yorick is just pushing top turret. He's just getting the push off on this one. Gonna hit the turret with him. Why not? Get the turret out of here. Good. Breaks this one. I'm not gonna go for the inhibitor right now. He is clearly, but that's not particularly smart. The reason that's not particularly smart is because it's just going to perma-shove it. And we have no realistic way of ending this game. So it's just going to shove for free CS there. But he wants to shove it, so that's fine. Just going to go over the wall here. Engage on this Vladimir, perhaps. See what's up. Get myself a nice stack maybe on my thing. Finish him off as well. Perfect. And now, I mean, I don't have to rush into using this Rift Herald. I'll have it for a while. So I'm just simply going to go ahead and auto-attack the turret down. And then we're just going to prioritize using that Rift Herald for that bot turret instead. Most likely going to go for this bot turret here for 700 gold. I will reset now. York's taking my camp because I have the Warmogs. So backing right now for Warmogs makes a lot of sense. And that should be enough bonus health. Yeah, more than enough bonus health already. Perfect. I mean, obviously, Heartsteel gives a colossal amount, so I definitely easily reach that. Right now, what we're going to do, my camps are up, but they're not that important anymore in a game state where I'm ahead like this. I have done a large amount of ganks for my team. The only thing that has happened here mostly is that York just won his own lane, kind of. For the rest, I've done everything pretty much. But we don't want to go for our own camps. We will actually press forward now into Poppy's jungle since we have the positional advantage to do this. So Poppy's camps are worth more to take right now than my own camps. So she cannot get any of her camps and I can take her camps. And we're going to use the Rift Herald, as I said, on this tier 2 bot turret right now because we broke the tier 1 mid turret already. And a tier 2 bot turret's worth more. Also, this is probably not going to matter the most in this case, obviously, but we want to get... Okay, please control it well, Yorick. Okay, he did it correctly. That's fine. We want to just shove now for the next turret here, so this is completely fine. If he engage, I'll tank the turret. It's not a problem. Turret's practically dead to the Rift Herald anyway. I'm very, very tanky. So we'll just finish off this one as well. And we just press forward here, trying to end the game. That was a terrible... Okay, I'm trolling. Fair enough. I am just trolling. We have a very good push here. Can we end off this? Maybe. We would just need to hit that turret. That was a good defense. Did not land that one correctly. I'm missing some skill shots at the moment. That is not great. That guy's pushing mid. This Jenna is gonna walk through turret and die. Realized what she was doing and then decided against it. Okay. I mean, this is already very good base pushing situations, right? We're just gonna walk like this so we can cut him off. Hold my Q here. Because I want to hold it in case he flashes. Give the kill to my Aurelion Soul, absolutely no problem. Alright, I mean, they have one turret left and that's mid lane, so we can push for that. I can check the red buff here. Again, here I'm playing as much into Poppy's camps as I can. I don't want to give Poppy anything. I'm just going to fight the Poppy now. They can kind of engage on me all they like. I would ideally hope that either Aurelion Soul or Yorick at least rotates for this, but they're just AFK hitting mid turret, so I guess they won't. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, I mean, okay, well, fair enough. I can wait for my Warmogs to heal myself back, I suppose. Jinx is doing Dragon, which is fine. Both my Yorick and Aurelion Soul just want to push, I suppose. If we win this fight, we can just end the game right afterwards. I healed enough with Warmogs to be able to just engage this now, so it's fine with that as well. Freeze this guy, walk up to him. We're very tanky here, so this should be fine. Not that tanky against magic damage though, but, you know, still, he is dead. We end the game. Obviously, very short one. I'll show you another game, so I'll see you guys in game number 2, and I'm just gonna show you this how consistent this is, how consistent this can be at least. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like button below, and I'll see you guys in game number 2. Okay, before we move into the second game of this video, I quickly wanted to mention that more than half the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you are enjoying the content so far, consider subscribing. It would be greatly appreciated. If you are already subscribed, hitting the like button helps me out a lot as well with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in game number 2. Alright, time for the second game of this video. obviously playing some Sejuani again. Be against a Briar on this one, which is not favorable, definitely. Like, the Briar is most likely gonna end up rushing Blade of the Rune King. It's the most used, most rushed item for her right now. And obviously that is not particularly amazing as a tank, having to face the 10% per hit now Blade of the Rune King damage, I believe. So there's that. Gonna take the recall, place that ward a bit defensively, and we're just gonna start on red. The reason I want to start red this game is mostly because if I can influence Pantheon against Fiora early game, that should snowball either side. And I really don't want Pantheon to lose and me having to face a very fat Fiora as a tank. That sounds like a nightmare. So let's just hope I can maybe give him a bit of an early advantage and move from there. It does not appear I'll be getting a leash, unfortunately. Getting a leash from either Malphite or Yone would be very nice, because they're both melee champions. Actually, all of my team is a melee, like they're all melee champs. So this is very, very good for Sejuani. The enemy team is full AD as well, but does have a Fiora. So if I can shut the Fiora down a little bit, and she doesn't do it like a massive amount of true damage to me, I'll be okay. Type situation. But yeah. I missed the big one with my... Okay, amazing. Focus the big one down mostly. You don't have to worry about the small one. That kind of will just die to your W. Make sure you proc your E as it comes up every time. Let the pet get the hits in. Hopefully the pet is not AFK. Thank you, pet. Inconsistent. Right. Again here, just gonna go for the clear. Botlane is already going for a large amount of pressure, it seems. Could also clear towards bot here, but I mean, as I said, I really want to hopefully shut the Fiora down a little bit, give my Pantheon a lead so she doesn't absolutely delete me mid the late game. At level 3, take this, and we just get the Q on here. Focus the big one only, don't hit the small ones, those will die to W damage and pet damage. You just want to get those auto attacks in there quickly to be able to proc your E on the target. Gonna go Gromp first so that respawns a bit better, okay. She has blue and shows mid here, so she did her bot side camps into a mid lane gank, which is fine. We will be finishing the full clear. I could technically look to like go top here very early, but I recommend you to just generally finish your full clear because it is the most consistent thing you can do. Getting that XP, getting that gold like that, and not banking on your teammates playing well, which essentially early ganks before finishing your camps is. It's kind of praying that your teammates will actually perform well. I'm gonna smite because there is some gank options here potentially. We're gonna move. We're not gonna hit the plant because that will give away my position. See if she warded this. She did not ward this. That's very good. He insta-flashed for it. Get the hit on there. He gets the kill. Perfect. We're gonna help him push the wave because he doesn't have teleport and he wants this wave into the turret as fast as possible. Very good. Call that a well played. Oh, my chat's off. Fair enough. Now we just walk for Scuttle here real quick. See if it's up. I have a little bit of time left because my Krugs are going to respawn at about 4 minutes 20-ish. So I can clear the Scuttle. I have a little bit of time. If I wouldn't have had the time, I would not have done this. I would just leave. But this is okay. That's a little bit annoying. I don't think she can fight me. This is fine, honestly. She did delay me, though. Maybe with a bit of rotation reactions for my Galio, she could have died. And with maybe, I think most likely, but obviously... Map awareness is a bit of a problem, so it is what it is. Let me see. That's not the right item. Yep, we need this. And boots. Okay, perfect. And then we just move towards our respawn bot side camps. We are a bit delayed, obviously, because Briar prevented us from recalling and wanted to fight us. So it is what it is. Okay, seems like my bot lane is doing well, but Malphite's getting all the kills. I gave my top laner a kill and my mid laner traded 1-for-1 with a gank. Is definitely not bad. In like low elo games, definitely don't be too hopeful about things. Like even if my bot lane would go like 7-0, I'm still not hopeful that they're actually gonna do well, because they're most likely gonna throw that lead in some type of capacity. You know what I mean? That's very spicy. Okay, 1-for-1 on mid lane, and bot lane barely got away with that one. They both have 1 HP, very risky dives. all I'm doing right here is I'm just going to go for another nice rotation of my camps. Briar's most likely not going to get anything there. I want you to note one thing, though. Briar is now bot side, and after finishing my topside camps, there's a very high likelihood now that her topside camps are actually up. So I can just take her Raptors and Crocs most likely. If I can do that, that would be huge. So I'm probably going to look for that after finishing my camps. Definitely after, because I do want my own camps to respawn in a very nice, good, consistent pace, so I can get that XP from that. But we'll definitely punish the Briar a bit if possible afterwards. Also, I always try to use my W like to get 2 hits out of it for my E stacks. So like right there, I only had 1 hit left, and then I'm not gonna W until after because I wanted 2 hits so I can get like the overall more clear speed. Gonna check her Raptors. It should be up, and then I probably can also take her Crocs, which is 2 tier 2 camps from the enemy jungler taken, which is very, very good. So that's what I'm gonna do. If you're wondering why I'm not doing like Void Grubs first, it's because of these tier 2 camps. These are worth a lot, and the Void Grubs I can always do later. Just gonna go past here. This is apparently down. Very interesting. Briar sequencing is just not very efficient then. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Fair enough. It's okay. We're just gonna start up the Void Grubs in that case. It should be fine. I have a Pantheon with ult. He is recalling, but he still is a Pantheon with ult available to him. So if there is a fight here, I'm expecting him to ult me. Or ult on this position at least. So we'll see if that actually happens or not. But I don't think it's going to be contested, so I should be fine. Okay, Briar is bot lane. Does get a double kill, I think. My mid laner died to Zed. Okay. I'm just going to go take a reset here. Take the reset. My camps are respawning in a sequence once again. So we're just going to be consistent for now. Whatever happens, happens. I got 3 Void Grubs. I got... Oh, that is not going to result in a kill unless Pantheon has flash or lands that. Fair enough. He landed it. Right, I mean... Yeah, I gave my Pantheon a kill. It is favorable because he is beating the Fiora because of that kill. Like, he's actually getting a lead now, which is very good. So my initial plan has paid out. My gank options this game have not been the most amazing so far. It's not like the first one where I had like a relatively solid path and it worked everything, or like pretty much every time into a bot gank. But as of now, not the most interesting situation when it comes to ganks. Like I did the top gank and top's just snowballing off that, which I'm happy about. And mid lane is just trading forever 1-for-1, and bot lane is pretty much ungankable. 1, because I started bot and I'm sequencing towards top, but 2, they're just permanently shoving, and I'm not really that interested in trying to dive the enemy bot lane that aggressively. Top lane gank has massively paid out. He is winning. This is very good. Now I don't have to deal with a Fiora that's going to absolutely demolish me. Okay. Okay. This bot lane situation is getting a little bit out of hand-ish. The enemy is starting to win a lot more. A lot of due to Briar ganks as well. But don't worry about it too much just yet. Right now, what I want you to note is that Briar was bot lane once again, so we can probably take our topside camps in a second. But I do want to finish playing for the 6 Void Grub. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish that, and then we're going to afterwards play towards bot side, because we've already won top with the early gank, and he has been snowballing properly. So that is very good to see. So we're going to play like the final part on top side here for those Void Grubs, and then we're just going to basically turn our sequencing around and go for the bot lane ganks instead, because they need more assistance. They started losing. Dragon is gone. That is even better for me. The reason that is better for me, because this guarantees me Briar's topside camps, since you spent all that time just doing Dragon now. So this is actually better. I was wondering if I was going to make it clearing my camps. I have to go mid here. I don't have to go mid here, maybe. Oh. She gonna fight me? She doesn't. Okay, fine. We're just gonna go for topside camps anyway. I think I'm fine. Good. Just take her topside camps, really. Zed has to recall here. I don't think she is very strong here. Comparatively, she's a lot of levels down and XP down here. Well, maybe I should have smited that one. Oh well. Take the Krugs as well. Top's winning. That's fine. We're just spending time clearing her topside now. Kind of waiting for the Void Grubs to spawn here, which is something I want to play for, right? And then after I've done that, basically, we're just gonna play down instead. Camps started to respawn now as well on this side. Right here, it starts to respawn up now because I've been sequencing those, right? So 40 seconds on Void Grubs, I can do Void Grubs, and by the time this has respawned, I can then clear it down and play for bot side instead. And just smoothly turn around my jungle clear. Took 3 of our top side camps as well. Not the most kill participation in this game, definitely not. But that is not necessary. As long as you're consistent with your CS, I am incredibly strong right now. I'm just kind of waiting here because I don't really have much. I can look for the Fiora here, potentially. Especially with the wave. Oh. Especially with Briar showing up. Just need you to hit them. Freeze this guy as well. Just hit the turret real quick, a couple times. He gets that other kill too, and just get this down, please. Thank you. Get this out of the way, and then hopefully this guy will follow me doing these Void Grubs. That would be nice. I helped him, he helps me. Pausing. Oh, he is coming. Okay. You never know, like, you literally never know. I was able to react to the top line situation, which is good. Right here, all I really have to do is spam my E because this guy just melee auto attacks, so he gets procs as well, so I can get these things very, very quickly, which is really nice. Just spam E. If you're with a melee champion, just mostly spam E, and you'll get a lot of procs out of that deal. Let me smite that one. And I'm actually gonna reset right now because I have 2300 gold and I can buy my Heartsteel and a Boots tier upgrade, I believe. Against the team, we're definitely going Steel Caps, of course, they're full AD. Okay, so again, you know, I did a lot for top lane. Like, I did the early kill, he then snowballed that kill, and now I gave him another double kill, so that's really good. Bot lane is currently a little bit of a problem, so we're going to start on Gromp here. We're not going to play for the Rift Road, we're going to play bot side for the rest of this. And then we're just going to salvage bot and mid lane. Pantheon most likely will assist me in this endeavor now, which should be good. But for me, this is like top lane secured, got 6 Void Grubs. We're looking pretty good. Not bad. Can Pantheon throw this? Absolutely he can. He most likely will give the 1000 gold shutdown to the enemy team at some point. I'm expecting it. And it will be fine. I'm consistent. I'm a very good CS. My level is looking good. I'm almost finished with my smite. Everything is looking fine. Got the objective there as well. Just gonna finish my camps down now, and then we're gonna play bot side. Not the highest kill game, this one, but that's okay. That is a Briar ult to bot lane. That's a double kill on mid. Pantheon does die to Z for a 1000 gold shutdown. So that is not favorable. Okay. That's the shutdown thrown away. Fiora now also gets a lot of turret plating, so that's favorable for the enemy team. Relatively low kill game for me, this one. See if we can go in the backside of Briar here. We're looking pretty good. My bot side 2 camps are up there, but that's not really a big deal. Probably here? I don't know. She probably left in the other direction, I would imagine, at this point. Yeah. Gonna get these the minions here. It's okay. We'll do these 2 camps. We'll play for the dragon in about 25 seconds, slash the bot lane gank when my bot lane gets back. And at this point, we'll be very strong. We'll be able to fight. It's okay. Obviously, the enemy team is getting quite a lot of agency back right now, and that is okay. Don't worry about it too much. That is a very early... I didn't want that just yet. I really want to finish the red buff before that, if possible. He's going to lose a lot mid lane. Okay, we're just going to finish that off, and we're going to rotate the bot dive now. There's the Briar. I'm just going to fight the Briar. She flashes for some reason. I guess we take the flash. Take the proc as well. Freeze. Hit this. Go very aggressive there. Like, I'm very tanky. I don't have to worry about that much. Just based on farming consistency already, I'm very, very strong. I had a good opening there. They get proc rates and everything. Hit level 11 here real quick. Hopefully my team helps me with Dragon. That would be appreciated. I don't think he will, but I hope he does. That's just a low ELO brain difference. Unlucky. Gonna leave from this guy. I don't particularly want to fight him with his ult on me because he just gets like damage amplification after damage amplification. Freeze him, hit him, keep some distance between us. Flash here, I guess. If he goes after me, I suppose it's fine. My Yone decided to run it down for some reason. Very good. Freeze, hit, smite, because he was going to get one more auto attack on me otherwise. And I am not going to go for the dragon now because I am very, very low HP. And my chances have passed. This guy has a Boiler Rune King finished as well. Next item will be the Warmox. It's all good. Mayone decided he did not want the objective, so sadly I cannot go for it. Our kill participation is skyrocketing now. I am incredibly strong. I am up about like 50 CS on the Briar. Very good. And now we're just going to clear down again. My Pantheon decided to do the Rift Herald, which is nice for me, so I don't have to worry about it. So we just do all of our camps down towards the dragon and see if we can take the dragon afterwards. Maybe go for another bot lane fight, something like that. Getting some kills around. Might have to go for top lane here. I could help my Pantheon in this instance. Gonna finish the camp quickly though. Look to see if Fiora is going for the dive. It doesn't look like it. Mid lane is getting aggressed upon. See if I can make it here. Do they... I think he just dies, right? So you see this guy? He is dead. Perfect. Walk with this man. Freeze him with my ultimate. Gonna keep hitting him. I think I'm okay. He is a bit tanky. Should get a one hit into a freeze. That gets cleansed somehow, sadly. You decided to melee range me, eh? That is very interesting, Misfortune. Like, the problem now is I am so unbelievably tanky and ahead because of, like, consistency, really, and not even kills. Like, in this case, definitely not even kills. So tanky that I could just go for things anyway. That's a bit ballsy. I'm not gonna do that. That's okay. I'm just gonna go for the dragon. I was somehow expecting him. I definitely don't take that from me. What do you mean? I have to queue that. I have to make sure I get it because that's just wasteful experience. Taking that from your jungler. Fair enough. He will help me with dragon. And all I have to do with melee champs on dragon or baron or anything, just spam me. Very easy. Just spam me and you just get the objective very, very quickly. I will have to go for the recall soon because I am looking quite good. Gonna go hit this man down. Freeze him. Let me just try to stall this a little bit. I got bounced correctly. Perfect. I was trying to walk into that Briar E. This Fiora thing is a big issue. She does a large amount of damage to me. Dude, that true damage chunk came in and just hit me for 500 damage. Absolutely disgusting. Fair enough, Fiora. I'm going to go get myself the healing reduction right now. All I have to build against this enemy team is armor, which is such a dream for a tank. I don't have to build any magic resist whatsoever. Now, I will say that Briar, all of her skills do magic damage, apart from her W, basically. So, if I would have, like, if this would be, let's say, let's call it a Fizz. This would be a Fizz mid. I would build a Force of Nature, not a Rukran, in case you're wondering, because Misfortune, E does magic damage every 0.25 seconds. Every instance of magic damage you take with Force of Nature gives you stacks, right? And you need to get 8 stacks with instances of magic damage taken to get a colossal amount of magic resist. So in case like this, where they have a Misfortune ADC, I will pretty much always go Force of Nature, because if that E lands on me consistently, doesn't matter who the AP champion is on the enemy team, it will pretty much instantly proc my entire Force of Nature. Alongside Braum doing some magic damage and Briar having only magic damage skills apart from her W and auto attacks, of course, my Force of Nature would stack quickly. So it would be a better magic resist item even against the Burst Mage than Rukran would be. But if they don't have this situation and they only have one Burst Mage, then Rukran is definitely better. But obviously in this game they have no magic damage. Significant magic damage at least. To the point where I would want to build any magic resist. Instead of clearing these topside camps here, we want to press forward into their bot side jungle to try to take every single bit of camps I can from the enemy jungler. Obviously gonna smite this. And right now, at as many camps as I can take, really. Can I dash into the range for the E, please, and get the hit off? Perfect. I also got the wolf because of my pet. Perfect. That's a good kill. Just keep hitting the Misfortune here. Hold your E a little bit to the end there. Flash out because I was taking a little bit too much damage. Finish her with W because she was in range of it. And just hope my Pantheon auto-attacks this guy. Very good. Tank a large amount of damage. Very good. We're in an extremely strong position. We're level 13. We have good CS. And now our kill participation is kicking in. Would I have liked to have some better kill participation early game? Sure. Did it end up working out for me this game specifically? No, it didn't. And that is okay. I have healed my entire HP back to full as well now based on the Warmogs. I'm not going to overextend because death timers are still relatively low and I have 2400 gold, so it's going to go back by this. Build more armor because all I have to build is armor. Healing reduction is going to be huge against them now. And yeah, just armor items. We can play for Baron here as well. We have very good Baron damage. I just need to make sure I have a smite ready for it. While we wait for my team to regroup and hopefully go for the Baron. I hope, because again, I'm not sure if they would actually listen to the proper Baron call. Because this guy already teleported to bot lane as well. So we'll see if it turns out well for us or not. It's assist ping a couple more times. Hopefully they listen. Like, I can basically only hope that they would realize that that is the best play and actually go for it. Because Yone is already currently running to bot reason for some reason instead of just going for the Baron here. My smite is ready for it though. I can tank it pretty much forever. So we're just going to hope for the best. I'm just going to hope for the best. We're just going to start it. Oh, there's the Briar. This should be free. Because she now engages on me. So she's just going to die. I'm going to ult her because this is going to be a kill on the enemy jungler. Worth it every single time. If I let her get out and she gets some type of smite contest, that's not what I want. And here again, 2 melee champions with me. So all I'm doing is spamming E. That's really all you have to do. Because that's just going to be your highest damage output. It should stack fast enough. To the point where the only skill you spam is E. And it just does good damage. He flashes for that, that's fine. We're just going to go straight through here. We're going to disrespect everything because we are pretty damn tanky now. Does this reach to Misfortune? I don't know. Oh, big fights. Okay, maybe the chase was a bit too tunnel vision from my side. I'll just lock in the Z in the box, I guess. Okay, I was a little too tunnel vision on that one, it seems. This should be fine, though. Hit him with the auto attack at the proc. Okay. Tiny tunnel vision. I don't really care that much about the turret, but I'm not going to tank it for free. Just pressure them a little bit. Finish the turret here, hopefully. Go engage on the Briar now. Freeze, E, hit, auto attack. Perfect. Just one thing to do on Sejuani is do not be afraid. Especially when you have done your consistency job when getting your CS and stuff. Don't be afraid. You're going to be so unbelievably hard to kill. It is ridiculous. Heal myself the rest of this with Warmogs. My resistances currently are sky high already. Thanks some aggression here initially. See if I might be able to get some procs off this. Spam E to get the hit off. He's dead. Gonna hit my ult on this guy. CC chain him with my Q after the ult happens. And then finish this guy off as well. Just tanking turrets the entire time because I'm very, very tanky. Level 15. That dude's probably going to die. I got feared. He goes on me. CC chain him and he dies. The Pantheon. Okay, that's fine. And finishing items in this build, I would literally just look at armor items. So I'm probably going to go something along the lines of Randuin's, maybe. Maybe not against that team. But I'm gonna go Juck Show most likely, because amplification is quite strong when you stack a lot of armor. But I can go for Frozen Heart and Juck Show, or maybe Frozen Heart Randuin still, because there is some crit damage that I could block out as well, potentially. But that is really it for Sejuani. I think the contrast between the games is good. In the first one, I got more kills, it snowballed a bit faster. Second one, I just had to be a little bit patient. I did my job, did what I had to do. And I was able to get strong enough due to consistency reasons to be unkillable and win anyway. So, yeah. That is it for Sejuani. I hope you guys have enjoyed both of these games. If you didn't, the like button below helps me out quite a bit. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, for the first game, I ended up doing a 16.7k damage, which is the most by actually a good margin for the time in the game. Not too bad at all. We have true damage done at 990, objective damage at 28.7k, healing done 11.6, damage taken at 27.5, which is by far the most. Self-mitigated another 25k as well, so I took a significant amount of damage while, like notably here, still doing the most damage as well with the setup I'm running. Gold earned at 10k. Yorick has more gold than me, and the reason for this mostly is because of the turret gold, I would imagine, because he got a lot of just solo turret gold, and tier 2 turrets on the sidelines are worth 700 gold each. Every turret's worth like 300-ish or more, 350 maybe, like generally speaking, so he's gonna have gotten a lot of gold from that, which is good. But yeah. Then for the runes here, Aftershock, obviously not that much value on these runes. It's a relatively short game. These runes usually end up kicking in a bit later. Still, bonus max health here at 241. Some extra resistances from conditioning. Font of Life for a little bit of healing. And then Triumph and Legend Haste. We take the Haste because we want to just have our skills up as much as possible. Build-wise, just Heartsteel, Warmogs, Boots. Whether this is Steel Caps or Mercs, that's up to the situation, really. And then the last 3 slots are just situational tank items. This can be anything. This can be Rukran for burst mages. This can be Force of Nature for mage DPS / a lot of mage damage on the enemy team. This could be Thornmail. This could be Randuin's. This could be Frozen Heart. This could be Jaksho. This could be anything that would work for you well into a specific enemy team. Then moving into the second game here, I ended up doing a 24k damage done, which is the most once again. And I am a full tank Sejuani, so you see why this build is working pretty well. I did more than the Pantheon did, damage-wise, so that's very good. True damage at 950, objective damage at 28.1. Pantheon did a nice 32k. I'm imagining the solo Rift Herald he did definitely added up a lot of objective damage for him there. Healing done at 17.3, damage taken at 41.7k, very good. Very nice damage taken, on top of another 53.4k self-mitigated. So this means I just took a large amount of damage for my team, created openings, and at the same time, again, did very, very good damage with the way I built this. Again, you will do a lot less damage if you're not going to go like Heartsteel first item and build like HP-based damage essentially for Sejuani. And you're going to go more down the supportive route with support items, which are generally cheaper. This will be effective in, let's say, like Diamond 3+, thereabouts, because you actually have some teammates that will do decent things. Obviously low elo this is not going to be the case, so you need to be more selfish, and that selfishness is paying off in damage done, etc. Gold earned here at 14.6k. I have the most gold by at least 2,000 gold basically. This is just consistency, really. Like, initially I did not get the kills in this game. I did in the first game. Obviously the game ended like relatively fast on that, but I didn't get that consistency in this one. My consistency was just getting the clears at the right times and making sure I can get some objectives and punishing the enemy jungler by taking their camps instead. And then eventually I was going to be strong enough and I was going to be able to clean up certain plays. If there were better gank opportunities, that would have been nice, but that just wasn't the case on this one. For the runes, Aftershock dealt 450 damage, mitigated about 560. Font of Life for a bit of healing, conditioning for the resistances, overgrowth for the HP, and then Triumph for 4500 HP restored, which is very good. 500 extra gold, and then the haste here once again. Build, again, the same type of deal. Heartsteel Warmogs is going to be your first 2 items. Purely focused on very selfish gameplay. And then after that, you're going to go 3 items that would fit well into the enemy team. Now, in this case, they were full AD, so I just have to build armor items. So I'm going to go Thornmail, Frozen Heart, and Randuin's perhaps. I can also go Thornmail, Frozen Heart, and then just go Jaksho, because Jaksho's amplification in the resistances is very valuable, and magic resist is not completely wasted, since again the Briar in this game had like a lot, like her damage skills are magic damage apart from her auto attacks and W. The rest of it's magic damage. Misfortune does a little bit of magic damage. Braum does a little bit of magic damage. It would have been something that could help me a little bit, but the amplification effect from Jaksho is just incredibly valuable as an additional item if you're trying to stack into a certain resistance build. So instead of going 3 straight armor items, going 2 armor items and a Jaksho can be very, very nice to get the amplification, to get very good value out of it. But yeah, that is it for Sejuani. I hope you have enjoyed both of these games. If you missed the like button below, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.